know me, you've tested my heart. And then they make a suggestion: pull them out like sheep for the slaughter and prepare them for the day of slaughter. Y'all missed it. This is the suggestion. Y'all might not want to admit it, but some of y'all are right here in this text right here. And here's what he's saying: pull them out like sheep for the slaughter and prepare them for the day of slaughter. Y'all missed it. Y'all went right over your head. Let me rewind it and tell you what he's suggesting. He's saying to God, go ahead and kill them. Go ahead and take them out. Because somewhere in their theology, he has concluded that the reason they have not gotten the blessing that they deserve is because it has somehow landed on these jacked up jokers' doorsteps. So he is suggesting God kill them so the blessing will come to me. I can tell when I'm talking about y'all. Y'all don't say nothing. Y'all don't say. Y'all get quiet. I tell y'all I'm going home, right? If I could go home tonight, I'd leave y'all alone here, right on out here tonight if I could. This is their suggestion. Their theology is skewed, and some of our theology is skewed and messed up because they think that the blessing that belongs to God belongs to them has somehow God has messed up the address and it has landed at these jacked up people's houses. But let's be clear, our God is sovereign. Let's be clear, he's not going to send your blessing to your neighbor's house. You don't ever have to wish for God to bring harm on somebody else so you can be blessed. You know what I discovered? What God has for me is for me. As a matter of fact, I have learned not to be jealous of anybody else's blessing. If God blesses my neighbor, I've learned to celebrate, because if he blesses my neighbor, it means he's in the neighborhood. That was so good. I ought to high-five myself on that point right there. Somebody tell your neighbor, he's in the neighborhood. If he blessed my neighbor, he's in the neighborhood. If he blessed my neighbor, he's still alive. If he blessed my neighbor, he's still working miracles. If he did it for them, I might be next. Somebody holler out, I might be next. Mine might be coming down the pike next. When we get to verse 4, I'm almost finished. I only got 5 verses. And I'm on verse 4, and some of y'all still ain't woke up, ain't said a single amen yet. That's all right, but I'll accept it from all of you other lovely people who are encouraging me as I'm going along. Listen, their theology is still skewed. In verse 4, he says, how long will the land mourn, and the herbs of every field wither? The beasts and birds are consumed for the wickedness of those who dwell there, because they said he will not see our final end. You missed it. Here's another suggestion that they are throwing out to God. They're saying the land is mourning and the herbs of the field are withering. The birds and beasts are consumed. And here's why: because of the wickedness of those who dwell there. Y'all missed it. It went over y'all head again. That's why I'm here. I got to bring it down to you, because it is a suggestion to God. They're saying the land is messed up because of wicked people. And if you're not careful, that is much of the theology that's being preached even in our country today. That God judges a nation and a people because of the wickedness of the wicked people in the nation. I come to bring an alternative view to you today, because here's what I discovered: wicked people have no choice but to be wicked. Okay, there y'all go acting like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Let's be real. The only reason you live in any semblance of any righteousness is because God pulled you out of your wickedness. And if the truth be told, where would you be if Jesus hadn't saved you? If he hadn't awakened you and pulled you out of the mess you were in, can you imagine where you would be? Jacked up, tore up from the floor up. Matter of fact, you just is saved. You just is barely saved. I'm preaching better than some of y'all are saying amen. If the truth be told, God brought you out. God does not, listen, oh my God. Oh. God does not judge a nation because of the wickedness of wicked people. They can't live righteous. Wicked people can't live holy. They're in bondage to sin. They're under the grip of the devil. God judges a nation not because of the wickedness of wicked people, but he judges a nation because of the wickedness of the so-called righteous people. It's because the so-called saved people aren't living right. It's because it's the so-called Christian people who are shacking and playing the lotto and drinking and drugging and it's adultery going on in the church house that brings judgment on the nation. I can tell when I'm talking about y'all. Y'all get real quiet. Y'all don't say nothing. I don't know, Pastor, if you have the lottery here in Houston, Texas. Y'all had a lottery here. I notice sometimes I go into the store and I see people in the store, and I notice with regularity I go in the store and I'll see people in that long lottery line, especially when the numbers get real big, the line is long. And I notice some of the people standing, they're like this, the lotto thing, and I see people standing in line, and the line is going back. And I came in the door that way, and I see some people standing in the line backwards like this. And if I walk over that way, I see them just moving like that. And no matter where I go, they want to make sure they're back with me. It dawned on me, them are my members standing in the lotto line. God judges a nation. I feel some tension in the room. Somebody here want to know what's wrong with the lotto. God judges a nation when those who claim to be saved are not living right. But they have suggested to God that the land is mourning and the herbs of the field are withering and the beasts and the birds are consumed because of wickedness of the wicked people. But it is not because of wicked people, it's because of the so-called righteous.